Welcome my dear students. In the last class we have seen this increment and decrement operator. So sometimes this increment and decrement operator is also called as unary operator. Okay. Why it is called as a unary operator? Because it will operate on one operand, that is one variable. I is one variable, right? That is why it is called as unary operator. Now you are seeing here the sample program int I is equal to 14. I am displaying the I value before increment. It is 14 I plus plus. Now I have not assigned anything. Now what is the new value I plus plus, whether it is a pre increment or post increment? It is post increment, right? So if it is a post increment, I have not storing anything, then this value will be automatically incremented. 14 to plus plus means it is incremented by value 1, then it is 15. So if you display that value, you are getting the output as 15. Okay, in the same sense you can see here the decrement operator also. Okay, now we are moving to the bitwise operator. This bitwise operator is also very important, as we know what is a bit. Bit means either 0 or 1. Either 0 or 1 is called as binary operation, binary bit, right? So here the bitwise operator, by using this bitwise operator you can perform the calculations at bit levels. That means you can perform the task at zeros and ones. Okay, by using these operators you can test the bits or shift them left or right. Let us see, these operators can't be used in float or double. It will be work only in integers. Okay, so by using this, what you can perform, you can test the bit, you can shift the bit either left or right. Okay, bit means either 0 or 1. Then how we are representing this bitwise operator? If you use the single ampersand symbol, then it is called as a bitwise AND. Single pipe symbol, then it is called as a bitwise OR. Single cap symbol, it is bitwise exclusive or XOR. And double less than symbol, then it is called as shift left. Double greater than symbol, then it is called as right shift. It is a tilde operator, it is called as ones complement. Okay, so let us see A and B. If A consists of one value and B consists of one value, then already we are familiar with truth table of logical operator. Now the same truth table will also affects to your bitwise and bitwise or operator. Okay, in bitwise not is a similar to your logical not. Okay, returns 1 if both bits are 1. Please observe here, bitwise and returns 1 if both bits are 1. Any other combination result 0. Then let us see the truth table. Okay, first we will see the truth table. 0 0 means 0, 1 0, 1 means true, 0 means false. 1 0, what will happens here? False. 0 1, false true false. Here true true true. Okay, bitwise AND operation, if the both the bits are true, then the result is true in the expressions. Okay, so bitwise exclusive OR. What is the bitwise exclusive OR? False false is only false, in the rest condition it is true. Okay, true false, what will happens here? True. False true, what will happens here? True. True true, what will happens here? True. Okay, likewise it will be executed. Now we are familiar with bitwise and bitwise OR. Now we are coming to the bitwise exclusive OR truth table. In the bitwise exclusive OR, if the two condition is true or false, then result is false. Okay, if the two condition is true or false, then the result is false. In other condition it is true. Okay, 0 0 result is 0, 1 1 result is 0, 1 0 it is result 1, 0 1 result 1. Now complement. Here the complement, it consists of one expression. Okay, If it consists 0, not 1 means it become 1. If it consists 1, not 1 means 0. If it consists of 0, not 0 means 1. If it consists 1, not 1 means 0. Likewise, it complements. Okay. Now let us see bitwise AND operation between two numbers. Okay. As we know how to take the binary numbers and your processing. Okay, let us take a sample example for this understanding purpose. I'm taking here two different values. Okay, now let us consider one simple example here. A is equal to 3, B is equal to 6, C is equal to A bar B, A bitwise or B is equal to bitwise A and B is equal to A exclusive or B. Here it is processed. Now we want to see the output, right? To understanding this concept better, let me see one simple example. Okay. Yes, I am taking one new document and I am taking here A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20 and I want to process C is equal to A, C, A and B. What is AND? Bitwise AND. So we have to perform bitwise AND. To do this, we have to convert number 10 into binary. Then how to convert the 10 into binary? We have to divide 10 by 2. 10 by 2, right? So let me take one symbol, insert shape. I'm taking here and I'm taking like this. Okay. Okay. Now if I divide this number with 2, now tell me what will happen if I divide it by 2. Why? Because this 10 is the binary digit, sorry, it is a digit and decimal digit we have to convert into binary. Binary means 2, right? If I divided this, then what I am getting? I am getting the 5 and once again we have to divide it by 2. What is the remainder now? Remainder is 0. Once again we have to divide this number with 2. Okay, as we are familiar in mathematics, right? So once again we have to divide this number with 2. Then what is the remainder I am getting? 2 2s are 4, right? And what is the remainder? 1. Okay, so once again I have to divide this number with 2. Okay, once again I am dividing with 2 because we have to identify how long it will be divisible, how long it is divisible. If you divide it, then once again you are getting the result as 2 and remainder is 0. Okay, once again we have to divide this with 2 because 2 is divisible by 2, right? We have to do the same process till to getting the 0. 2, if I divide, then what is the output I am getting? Yes, what is the output I am getting? Please observe here, 1 and 0, right? Got it? Yes. Now if I divide the 1, then what I am getting? It is 0. If you divide it by 2, then once again I am getting the result as 0. Okay, 0 followed by 1. Okay, now let me see the binary equivalent of number. Okay, let me see the binary equivalent of number, that is 10 of this is a decimal digit. Okay, if you are converting into, I'm taking 10 for your understanding purpose, it is a decimal digit. If you convert into binary, then what it will happen. Okay, so how we are representing this, we have to start from back to top. Okay, its value is 0 1 0 0 1 0 0. Sorry, 1 1 2 3 4 5. Please observe here, 0 1 0 0. We are missed, right? 0 1 0 0 2 0 afterwards 1 0. That's all, right? So 2 4 6. Now I will explain what is a bit. What is a bit? Either 0 or 1 is a bit, right? Either 0 or 1 is said as bit. So I'm considering 8 bit is a combination. 8 bit. 8 bit is equal to 1 byte. It may be the combination of either zeros and 1 of length 8. Okay, got it? So we are storing in our computer or phone a file. So 1024 byte is treated as 1 kilobyte. So this is the storage capacity of a file. Okay, suppose 1024 kilobyte is equal to 1 megabyte. Okay, 1024 MB is equal to 1 gigabyte. 1024 GB is equal to 1 terabyte. 1024 TB is equal to 1 petabyte. 1024 TB is equal to 1 zettabyte. Okay, zettabyte. And 1024 GB is equal to 1 yottabyte. So it is the storage of your files. Okay, so it indicates like this. So I want to represent these bits in the form of a 8 bit. 8 bit is called as 1 byte. So if I add any zeros front, whether its values will change? No, right? Got it? Likewise, you can do the same thing for your 20 also. If you divided the 20, then what is the value we are getting? Let me copy and I am pasting here. Okay, I'm pasting here. Here we know one more value is exist. Now I'm taking here this above. 0, right? Here I'm dividing this 20. If I divided with 2, then remainder is 2. If I divided by 2, I'm not getting here. Okay, I'm getting here. Let me modify here. Okay, if I divided by 2, then it is a 10, remainder is 0. Once again, if I did the same thing, I will get, then what is the equivalent of a decimal digit of 20 in binary? Let me see. Okay, so here 10 indicates this is the decimal digit. Okay, now I am treating it in the binary. Then what is the new value? 0 1 0 0 1 0 0. So please observe here 2 4 6 7 is there. I will add one bit because I will do this process in binary. Now you are familiar, right? Now let me take the values of 10 in byte, and what is the new value of 20 in byte. Okay, now we want to process, please observe here, what is our program? C is equal to A into B. Sorry, here we have to perform bitwise AND operation. Bitwise AND operation, that is C is equal to A, bitwise AND operation between C is equal to A and B. Now let me check here. Okay, after here I'm taking one symbol just for our understanding purpose. Now let me go for the truth table of AND. What is the truth table of AND? If first we have to come from here, false false false. Okay, next true false is false. Okay, now false true false. Okay, now all it becomes a 0, I think so. Please observe here, false 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 true false true false 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 true false 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 true false 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 false. So it becomes all zeros. Okay, if you did the binary bitwise operation between A and B, the new value is 0. Okay, now you have understand this new value. Okay, suppose if I did the same bitwise operation between 10 and 20, I'm doing C is equal to A bitwise or B. If I did that, then what it will come? Okay, it is AND operation. If I did the same thing for here, I'm taking the same value 1 2 3 1 0 0 1 0. Now here it will come 0 0 1 0 0 1 0 0. Yes, if we did, then what is the new value we are going to get in between logical bitwise OR? So here the false 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 true true, right? Got it? Please observe here, false 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 false. Here I am checking false 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 true 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 false true false 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 true 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 false true false false false. Okay, if you observe here, it is a every value is a 2 power 0. It is a 2 power 0 value is 1 1 into 0 0, 2 power 1 2 power 2 2 power 3 2 power 4 2 power 5. What is the value of 2 power 5? 32 plus, please observe here. Okay, as we know, this value will be changed. In last class I already explained, you just go through it. Okay, so it is a 2 power 0 value, 2 power 0. Next 2 power 1, next 2 power 2. Yes, because binary digits, right? 2 power 3. Yes, likewise if you take for this, you came to know 2 power 4 into 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, right? So we have to divide it by 2, sorry, not division, control shift plus 2 power 5 2 power 6 2 power 6 and 2 power 7 2 power 7. Yes, that's finished, right? 2 power 0 2 power 1 2 power 2 2 power 3, 2 power 4, 2 power 5, 2 power 6, 2 power 7. Got it? Yes. Now if I did this, I'm getting the new value, that is 2 power 0 is 2 power 0 value is, what is the 2 power 0 value? 0. What is the 2 power 1 value? Now let us see, what is the 2 power 0 value? 2 power value is 1 plus 2 power 1 value 2 plus, what is 2 power 2 value? 4 plus 2 power 3 value 8 plus, okay, what is 2 power 4 value? 16 plus 2 power 5 value 32 2 power 6 value 64, right, plus 2 power 7 value 127. So this is the answer we are getting. For this we have to do now 1 into 0. Now what is the value of 1 into 0? Please observe. Okay, I am starting from here only. 1 into 0 plus 2 into 1 plus 4 into 1 plus 8 into 0 plus 16, 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3 is finished, right? 2 power 16, 2 power 4, 16, 16 into 1 plus 2 power 5, whether it is a 2 power 5? Yes, 32 into 1 plus, now let me check, 2 power 6, 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, 2 power 4, 2 power 5, and 2 power 6 value is 0. 64 into 0 and 127 into 0. Okay, now let us see what is the new value. If I did this bitwise AND OR, we are getting the value as 1 into 0 0 plus 2 into 1 2 plus, okay, 4 into 1 4 plus 8 into 0 0 plus 16 into 1 16 plus 32 into 1 32 plus 64 into 0 0 plus, next 127 into 0 0. Okay, yes, if you see here, if you did the bitwise OR, then what is the output we are getting? We are getting it as, please make a note. Yes, I think it is visible, right? Yes, now let me check. The output is 32 plus 16 46 48 48 plus 4 52 52 plus 4 56 6 22 54, right? So the new value is 54. If I made any mistake, it is my mistake, not as a your mistakes. Okay, sometimes it may happen, you just check it over. So if you observe here, if I did the logical or bitwise OR operation between 10 and 20, I am getting the new value as 54. Okay, it is a logical OR. If I did the same thing for your exclusive OR, okay, now I am doing the exclusive OR 0 0 0 1 0 0 1 0, and here if I did the exclusive OR, what happens? Let me check. Okay, Now I'm doing the exclusive OR. If I did the exclusive OR, then we should know what is the truth table. Then what is the truth table? Yes, I'm using the cap symbol, right? Where is the cap? Let me check the cap. Yes, here it is at shift 6. Okay. If the two condition is true or false, then it is false. False, 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 true, 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 false, true. Okay. False, true, 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 false, true, false, 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 true, 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 false, true, false, false, false. This is the truth table. So if you did, then what is that's a new value? 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2, 2 power 2, 4, 4 plus 1, 5, 2 power 3, 0, 2 power 4, 16, 32, 32, 16, 32, 16 is, it is similar to the old one. It is, we are getting once again 54, right? Yes. So this is the logical OR you are doing for this number. You can try for some other numbers also. You can take it some other numbers and process it. Okay. So this is about your bitwise AND operation between two numbers. Clear. Now let me come here. We will take here some example is there to illustrate the bitwise OR operation. I'm copying this. Let me run, and I'm taking the notepad. I'm pasting it. As you know, what is the mistake here? I'm no, till now you have learned, and I'm directly modifying here and modifying here, and also you're modifying. Okay. Yes. Let me check. We have declared, right? Clear screen, get ch is there. We have declared the variables. C is equal to a bar b, d is equal to, we have processing here itself only. If you don't want to process here, then I am cutting here, Control X, and pasting here. I am declaring here a comma b, c comma d comma e, c comma d comma e. Okay. So what you are doing here in C, A or B you are doing. In D what you are doing? A and B you are doing. Okay. And E what you are doing? A exclusive OR. So what is this? Bitwise OR operation. Bitwise OR operation. And what you are doing here? Bitwise AND operation. And what you are doing here? You are doing bitwise XOR operation, exclusive OR. Okay. Now you are saving this file. Where, how to save? Go to the save option, go to the C drive and check turbo C3 or turbo C4 in that TC, in that bin, and you type bit w.c. I'm storing bit w.c, and I'm minimizing, and I'm opening my editor. After opening this editor, I'm starting this turbo C++ editor. Now I'm opening my file. What is the name of the file? Bitw.c. Bitw.c. Yes, this is the file, right? Now you just observe here, A is value 3, B is value 6. This is the decimal digit. You have to convert into binary, as we have explained in the last slide. We have to go through that. After processing that, we are getting one result. Let me check what is the new values of these value. Okay. I'm processing Alt F9 and Control F9. So I'm getting the new value. If I perform 2 and 3, I'm getting OR operation as 7. Sorry, 3 and 6. Between 3 and 6, if I did, I'm getting 7. 3 and 7 bitwise AND operation. I'm getting some other value. What is that value? That value is a 2. Okay. And if I did A or B exclusive OR, the new value is 5. Suppose we have taken 10 and 20. Let us do 10 and 20. Okay. Okay. Yes. 10. Okay, I got it. So whenever you are doing, don't use the number lock keypad. Type here in your keyboard Okay, number 10 and number 20. Yes, I'm saving. Let me check. Maybe I'm wrong, right or wrong. Okay, while explaining, maybe I'm right or maybe wrong. So its new value is 30. We have made somewhere it is mistake. Okay, and e value is also 30. It is not as a 54. We have made somewhere it as a mistake. Okay, yes. So that is the thing we have explained related to your bitwise or operation. Yeah, here I made mistake. Let me tell you where I make a mistake here. 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 0 0 0. Okay, 0 0 0 actually it is. Okay, it is OR operation. Okay, you don't get confused. It is OR. It is exclusive OR. Okay, 0 0 0 0 1 1 1 0 1 0 0 0 0 1 1 1 0 1 0. Yet somewhere it is calculation is missed. 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2. 2 plus 4 6, 6 plus 32. Here it is somewhere miss. We did somewhere we are the mistake. Okay, we did mistake here. That is why we are getting a wrong output. Okay, you just do little time it will take. You just do neatly. If you did that, then you are getting the output as 10 and 20. You are getting the value as a 30. Here also it is a 30, and here it is 0. Okay, yes. So that is your bitwise OR operator. Now we are moving to the other operator of a bitwise is a bitwise shift operator. Bitwise shift operator, left shift and right shift. If here by using this shift operator, you are making the movement of your bit to shift from left to right and from right to left. Okay, you are making the movement of your bit, that is zeros and ones. It is from either left to right or right to left. Left shift means you are removing from the left side and added to the right hand side. You are removing from the left and adding to the right. If it is right shift means you are removing from the right and adding to the left. Okay, so that is your bitwise left shift and right shift operator. For example, here the bit pattern is given, here some value is given. Please observe how many bits exist here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16. So 16 bits means 2 bytes. Okay, what is a byte? 8 bit is a 1 byte, so 16 bit means 2 bytes. Okay, yes, here what I'm representing, please observe here I am doing the which shift it is, left shift. Left means this one, right? So if I did this left shift, I have to remove this 3 bits from left hand side. Okay, and we have to add it to the right hand side. While adding to the right hand side, all the ones is turned into 0. Okay, if I use right shift, please observe here, if I use right shift, this is the right shift, right? 3 bits, I'm saying it as a 3 bit, right? This is the 3 bit. This 3 bit should be cut here and add to the left. While if you are using the right shift, the one is remains the same and zeros becomes a 0. Okay, but in the left shift, if one is exist, if you are moving, then one become a 0. Okay, now let me see the sample example here. Already we have taken this, maybe it is right or wrong. I think it is wrong, I think so. What is the value of it is 1010. Actually 10010 is there, it is wrong. We made here mistake, that is why it is get 54. Okay, if you observe here 1010, let us see 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3. What is the 2 power 3 value? 8. 2 power 1 value 2. 8 plus 2 10. So here it is made the mistake. Okay, so 10 can be represented in 10 of 10 equal to, okay, so 10 of 10 is, sorry, it is a binary decimal digit we are representing, right? Its equivalent is 40, right? I'm representing in the bit, not I'm doing in the byte. Okay, bit means 8, right? If I'm considering x value, let us see, x is equal to 10. The binary notation of 10 is 4 zeros and 1 0 1 0. Now I am giving x left shift, right? Left shift of 2. 2 means you have to shift 2 bits. So if I shift here this 2 bit, what happens? I am removing this, okay, and it will be added to the right hand side. For your understanding purpose only I will take, okay, if I remove this, then what is the new value? 0 0 1, sorry, 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 0, sorry, 0 0, right? Because I'm removing this 2 bit here and I'm adding here. Got it? Yes. Clear? Yes, this is your left shift. If I made this 1 0 1 0, okay, now what is the new value? 2 power 0 2 power 1 2 power 2 2 power 3. 2 power 3 means 8, 2 power 4 16, 32. 32 plus 1, sorry, 32 plus 8 40. Okay, now let me check. I will give a shortcut. Okay, if you are using left shift, then whatever the value is given, it is a 2 power n value. Okay, means if I take it as a 2 bits means 2 power 2. What is the 2 power 2? 4. 10 into 4, then it is 40. Got it? This is the shortcut to check. Shortcut to check for bitwise left shift. The given number into shift number of 2 power. Okay, how many bits we have to shift? 2 power bits. Okay, for this, if I take 10 into 2 power, how many bits? 2 bits. Okay, clear? 2 power 2 means 4. If it is a 4, then what is your output? You are getting your output as 40. Whether it is 40? Yes, correct. Clear? Yes. Suppose if I made it as a 3. Now let me check. Okay, I will remove these 3 bits. If I make it as a 3, what I have to do? I want to remove these 3 bits. If I remove from left side, and what we have to do? We have to add right side. 0 1 0. Here this 0 will be goes off. I'm doing here. Please don't get confused. This is our 2 bit shift, and I'm doing for 3 bit shift. X less than double less than 3. Double less than 3 means bitwise left shift. I'm taking this Control C and I'm pasting here Control V for understanding purpose. So how many bits I have to shift? 3 bits. I have to cut here and where to paste? At the right hand side. Okay, if I did like this, what is value? 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, 2 power 4, 16, right? 2 power 5, 2 power 6. 2 power 6 means 2 power 5, 32, 64. 64 plus 16, 80. The new value is 80. Okay, let me check in the shortcut form. So how many bits we have to shift? 10 into 2 power 3 equal to, right? What is the 2 power 3 value? 2 power 3 value is 8. 10 into 8, 8. Got it? So likewise we are getting. Now in the same sense, right shift. If I use the right shift, then what happens? Okay, I'm taking the same example. Control C and I'm pasting here and I'm making now it is a right shift. Okay, how many bits we want to shift? You can specify, right? Okay, now let me see bitwise right shift. This is our, okay, now let me see what is the output. Okay, yes, so this is actually value. How many bits we have to shift? This 2 bits from right side, and where to add it? we have to add to the left side, right? So for this, if I remove here, what will happen? 0 will come first, next is 1, right? Next, as it is 4 zeros, 1 2 3 4, next 1 0, correct? Yes. Now what is the new value here? Please check it. 2 power 0, 2 power 1. What is the value of 2 power 1? 2. 2 power 2, 2 power 3, 2 power 4, 2 power 5, 2 power 6. What is the value of 2 power 6? 2 power 6 is 64. 64 plus 2, 64 plus 2, 66. Isn't it? Correct. Yes, 64 plus 2, 66. Got it? If you take in the binary digit, suppose if I take it only in a 4-digit format, actually 1010, right? If I shift this 2-digit here, if I cut and paste here, what will happen? Please observe here. 1010, 0 should become here first, 01 0 0110. Okay, the new value is 0110, right? Clear? So likewise you are getting, I am taking it as for once again, don't get confused here. This is the value. How many bits we have to shift? 2 bits. What is the right value? This value we have to remove first. Which one we have to remove? 0. First 0 will come, next 1 will become as 1 only. Next, how many zeros are there? It has been removed, right? It has been removed. Now how many is there? 1 2 3 4 1 0. 1 2 3 4 1 0. Now 2 power 1, that value is 2. 2 power 3, 2 power 4, 2 power 5, 2 power 6, 2 power 7. Sorry, 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, 2 power 4, 2 power 5, 2 power 6. 64 plus 2, 66. Okay. If I shift 3 bits, then what happens? Okay. Let me check. If I shift 3 bits, the new value is 66. Let it be. So I want to remove this one, right? If I remove here, what happens? 0 will come first, 1 will come first, next and 0, right? Afterwards, so this is also I am highlighting, don't get confused. Here 4 0 and 1, 0 0 0 0 1. Now what is the new value? It is maybe 65, right? Here it is a 64 plus 1, 65. Got it? Yes. So likewise, if you shift the bits from left to right or right to left, then we are getting a new value. Okay, clear? Let me check this sample program. Why don't we check for a sample program also? Okay, now I'm adding some information to this program only. File, save, and I'm adding DE. I'm taking F, G, H. F, G, H. Now I'm processing here. F is equal to, already E is there, right? Okay, let me check. A left shift 2 bits. How many bits I want to change? 2 bits. Okay, I'm using left shift. I do not know whether what is the output we are getting. I'm taking G is equal to A right shift 2 bits. Okay, I'm saving. Before that, we have to print the result, right? To print that result, we have to type printf function. Printf. Now slash n f is equal to %d. Why it is %d? Because it is integer number. Yes, what is the mistake here? Can anybody see? This is a mistake. Okay, now one more printf. Now slash n g is equal to %d double quotation g. Yes, I'm saving now, compiling and running. Please observe here, if I shift here, I'm getting 40, right? Left shift I'm getting 40. If I make a right shift, I'm getting 2. Why it is 2? Here while shifting also it becomes as a 0, not as a positive value. It will be shifted as a 0 only, then it is coming as a, then we made a mistake here. That is, whenever we are shifting, it will also turn as a 0. It will also turn as a 0. So we are having one shortcut for this also. Please observe, shortcut for right shift. Shortcut for right shift, that is, how many bits we have to shift? 2 bits. That means if you are using the right shift, we have to divisible by power. Okay, so what we are doing here, shortcut for checking that, we are multiplying. Here we have to divide. Okay, given number, right shift, the given number into shift number of 2 power, multiply. Here division, we have to divide the number, divide there. Okay, divide shift number of 2 power, right? For example, if I take 10 divided by 2 power 2 means 4. So then what is the quotient value of this? 4 2s are 8. Remainder we don't take. Okay, suppose if I make it as a 10 divided by 2 power 3, then 8. Then what is the value? We are getting 1. That is the quotient value. Okay, let me check here. If I made that, whether it will come or not. I'm making it as a 3. Now I'm saving, compiling. What has happened? Yes, here the mistake has happened, because yes, now check it. Now compiling and running, I'm getting the value as 1. Got it? So that is the shortcut, right? 2 power 1. While shifting the right up bit also, whatever the ones is exist, it will be turned into 0. Whatever the ones is exist, it will be turned into 0 only. Okay, so that's it about your bitwise operator. What you have learned from this bitwise operator, you are going to be calculating the bitwise operations and shifting it. Here we made a mistake. Okay, please observe here, it is a mistake we made. It is happening because it is not a board, right? If we did the board, we don't get this much of a confusion. We are doing in the this one document, at that time we will definitely get confusion. Okay, you just do in the paper. If you did the paper, you will get the correct, and you will try for different numbers also. If you try, you will get the proper output. Now our next operator is a bitwise complement operator. In the bitwise complement, if 1 is exist, it will be turned as 0. If 0 is exist, it will be turned as 1. Okay, so you are seeing here one value is given in the 16 bit, that is the 2 bytes. Please observe here, if I made a bitwise complement, then 1 become a 0, 0 become a 1, 0 become a 1, 1 become a 0, 0 become a 1, 1 become a 0, 1 become a 0, 0 become a 1. Okay, so it is the conjunction of, it is a just an opposite. Okay, whatever the value is exist, that value will be turned into other value, and the new value we are getting. And next our operator is a special operator. This is a very important question. It will be asked for 2 marks in first unit as well as fourth unit. Okay, in C we are having some special operators. Those special, by using that special operators to perform some special task. Okay, we can perform some special means, right? Let us see what are the special operators are available in C. In C we are having comma operator as a special operator. So we are declaring the variable, right? While declaring the multiple variable in single line, then you are using the comma operator. This is treated as a special operator. And one more operator is there, size of operator. By using this size of operator, you can calculate the number of bytes occupied by your data types, number of bytes occupied by your variables. Okay, and next one is address of operator. By using this, you can identify the address operation and member selection operator. Here dot and for is there, you are going to be using some other concept. And pointer operators, by using, if you want to access the pointers, then you are using these pointer operators. And first it comes comma operator. Let me see then what is the purpose of a comma operator. In comma operator you can link expression together, and entire expression is evaluated from left to right. For example, here is an example is given. It is an expression. If you see here, v is equal to, within a bracket, what we have done, x is equal to 10 comma, you are using the comma operator, right? Y is equal to 5 comma, so you have used x value, y value, and you are processing here. Now 10 plus 5, 15. You are taking one single expression, one single equation, then you are using equal to. Then what is the equal to? Assignment. Now what is the value of v? The v will be stored the rightmost value. What is the rightmost value here? X plus y. What is the x plus y value? It is 15. Then 15 will be stored in your v. So likewise, comma operator can be used to evaluate the multiple expression from left to right, and the rightmost expression value will be stored in your variables. Okay. For example, let us see here, int a comma b comma c is there. A is equal to 15, b is equal to 10. Now we are not having any expression. What is the value it will store? It will store rightmost. What is the rightmost? B value. B value will be stored in C. If you display C value, then you are getting the output. Let me try this program. Okay. In our editor, already we are having editor. For this, I am taking one new file, I am pasting, and it is correct, right? Okay, let it be. This is a comment, right? Multi-line comment. Afterwards, here what we have to do, clear screen. Yes, now I am saving this file with comma dot c. Compulsory you have to give the extension c. And I am coming here, alt enter, and I am opening my file. What is the name of the file? comma.c. So if I open, I am identifying ponyo.h is not there. I am adding that. Hash include ponyo.h. Yes. What is the purpose of here? Comma operation. What is the comma operator will do? If you are using that value initialization with multiple statement as one single statement, the value of rightmost will be stored in your variable, whatever the variable you are assigning. Okay. Now compile, and we are having two warnings. We can skip. Now if you see here, 10 will be stored because b is the rightmost. It will be stored here. Okay. Yes. That's it of your comma operator. Now we are moving to the size of operator. This size of operator gives the bytes occupied by the variable in memory. As we know, integer will consume 2 bytes, float will consume 4 bytes, double will consumes 8 bytes, and char will consumes 1 byte. And also its ranges, right? Those are very, very essential. What is the integer byte? How many memory will consume? 2 bytes. Character 1 byte. Float 4 bytes. Double 8 bytes. Okay. And what is its range of a character? 255. 0 to 255. And what is the range of integer? Minus 32,7682. Positive value of 32,768. What is the range of a float? 3.4e 382 minus 382, 3.4e minus 38. Okay, negative value to positive value. Next, what is the range of a float? Sorry, double. Minus 1.7e minus 3082, positive value of 1.7e plus 308. So that is the range. Okay, so by using this size of, if I say as a size of int, it will give 2 bytes. Size of 14, it is also 2 bytes. Size of p, if it is based on data type of p, it will display. Now let me check here. Here we are having sample program. I will copy instead of wasting a time. Let me copy, and you are identifying here. I'm copying this, going to the file, new, and pasting here. Yes. Now let me check. Here we do not have anything. We are directly displaying value. Okay. Let me see. In printf statement, what I am doing, the size of character data type is %d size of char. What is the size of character? As we know, 1 byte, right? It has to show 1. What is the size of int? As we know, it is a 2 byte. What is the long? It is also 2 byte. What is the float? It is 4 bytes. What is the double? It is 8 bytes. What is the long double? It's also 8 byte. Okay, let me check. Maybe I'm thinking so. Let me check. Okay, yes. So likewise, you are processing and displaying. Okay, what is the purpose of size of operator? To identify number of bytes occupied by the variable. Okay, now I'm saving. I'm treating it as byte, byte. Don't use a e because it is a keyword. Sometimes it may got problems. So I am saving byte.c and I'm going to the editor and opening the editor. Alt enter. Sorry, alt enter. Yes, alt enter. I'm getting the full screen. Now I'm opening my file. What is my file? byte.c. Yes, this is my file, right? Let me check what is the output. Alt F9, control F9. Now you are seeing here character of data type is 1, integer is 2, long is 4. It is taken as a long. We have not mentioned either it is a int or float, so that is why it is taken 4. And float is 4 bytes, double is 8 bytes, and long double is 10 bytes because it is taking it as a long as integer. Okay, so it consumes 10 bytes. So likewise, you are executing your program, and this is about your program which is related to the comma operator as well as the size of operator. These are the special operators. And now here comes arithmetic expression. It is also very important question in your C programming. Here it will give as a mathematical expression, that is an algebraic expression. We have to write equivalent to C expressions. Okay, so if you write the C expression, you are having 2 marks. You are having 2 marks with it. An arithmetic expression is a combination of variables, constants, and operators. As we know, what is a variable, what is a constant, and what is an operator, arranged as per the syntax of the languages. So we are using according to the rules of the processing, right? Let us see here. We are using some algebraic expression, and we have to write for it C expression. AB minus C. Here what it is actually doing? A into B minus C. So whenever we are writing for the C equivalent expression, C equivalent processing, we have to write it with A into B minus C. Within bracket m plus n, within bracket x plus y. Then what is happening? M plus n into x plus y is processing. So as it is, we are taking, and while representing detail, we have to give multiplication operator here. And AB by C, here A into B, afterwards you are processing with C, right? We do not know, it is a clarification. And now we are taking as an arithmetic expression 3x square plus 2x plus 1. Then how to do the C expression? 3 into x into x, right? 3x square plus 2 into x plus 1. So like detail wise, you have to write the C expression. So next one example is given. Okay, x by y plus c, you are writing x by y plus c. For example, if I give, wait, yes, I'm giving you a simple example, TTR by 100. Then how you are writing in C expression? This is P into T into R by 100. While writing, it is better always put P into T into R by 100 in brackets. Okay, clear? So that is the evaluation of expression. Hope you have understand this concept. We will continue in the further class. Thank you.